Hi there, it's Natasha and thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to be creating a card today using some die cut inlay technique again. This die is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 and it was ordered from AliExpress. And we're going to start off this morning. I have cut this this die from two different materials. So first up, I cut it from this silver, it's silver glitter card, and I've also cut it from the pink paper. The pink paper is from this Watercolor Wishes 6 by 6 inch paper pack from Lawn Fawn, and I've used this a few times in my videos. I really like this paper pack. So this is the other part of the silver cardstock, and I really like all of the colors. That's a purplish one, a blue one, and then a light blue, and this is the teal. I really liked this teal color. That was the one I was going to do. The green looks nice, the orange, I really liked all of them, and so I was having a hard time choosing, but the light pink just seemed like it could have been a good option. But as I said, lots of any pattern papers would probably look really good in here. So the silver glitter cardstock is more like card rather than paper. It's quite thick. I just got it from my local $2 shop, and so it's not high quality or anything. I'm sure you could pick some up from AliExpress. This is some Stick It double-sided adhesive that I'm cutting down here. I purchased this from simonsaysstamp.com, and I'm just cutting a piece big enough to fit my entire card front because I want the whole thing to be sticky so that I can inlay all of those pieces of the flower. So it's a nice easy way. You could use double-sided tape if you had some nice wide double-sided tape. You could use score tape. You could use even dabbing on some tacky glue that you knew would stay wet for a while, or you could do what I've done in the past and just individually lay down wet glue as you go. So there's lots of different options that you could use there. I'm just taking out the all the little pieces from this silver card because I want the frame and the outside, the outline of the flowers is going to be in silver for this card. I've kept all the other little pieces, and I did go ahead and make a couple of other cards from these leftover pieces just because I can, because with this technique you're creating enough to do a couple of cards. You also note that my my base cardstock was cut a little bigger than 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so I'll trim that off later on. So just because it's such a thin frame around the outside and the flowers, it's best with a Stick It adhesive. It's really good because you can just lightly press it on and then it doesn't stick down really well permanently until you press really firmly down on it. So you're able to adjust it when you put in the first large piece of the die cut inlay. It was right here that I decided that I actually really like the white flowers. However, I already had I already have adhesive under the flowers, so I just need, and I want it to be a 1-layer card apart from the sentiment. So here I am just going to pick up all the little pieces. I've run it through just with the die through with some plain white cardstock, and it's Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock that I've run through, and I'm just using my quick stick tool to quickly put them in. This is real time at the moment, so it went really fast. I was able to just pick them up really easily. I am going to speed this up and zoom through it because you get the point of what I'm doing, but it really didn't take me long at all. It was nice, and I went by nice and quick. It probably took me less than 5 minutes to inlay all of these little pieces, and it looks really gorgeous in the end. You'll also see that I accidentally left a little silver leaf right there. And so I try and pick it up, but it's already stuck down, so I just get my little pointy tool and get it under there and take it out. I really like this card. It's probably one of my favorites that I've done recently. I really like the finished product, and I had lots of fun making it, and it was sort of nice and easy. to do. So it was really relaxing. So I've done one bit left in that large petal on the bottom flower, and then moving on to the top one. And they just fit in. It's really like doing a puzzle. It does go really fast. So finishing off the last couple, and you can see that I've got a really nice white frame, and as I said, I ended up using that on another card. So here, because I did it all on my card base, I'm just cutting down the card a little bit so that there's nothing overhanging on the edges. And then I need to create a sentiment. Ooh, doesn't it look pretty? Need to create a sentiment. So this is a stamp set from AliExpress, and I have cut a little tag. This little tag is also a tag set from AliExpress, and I've cut it in the same paper, the same pink from the Watercolor Wishes paper pack. So you can see here it fits most of the sentiments, the get well soon, the thinking of you, especially for you. But for this one, I'm going to use the especially for you. I'm going to use some VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and just because I haven't stamped the stamp before, I just tried it out before I do it on my little piece of paper. Line it up. And it stamps really well. Perfect. So now all I'm going to do is add some foam squares to the back of this. Make sure there's plenty to support it, and pop it on. I am going to add, these are just from my stash, these are some little pearl dots, and one there on the tag, and then just add a couple on the rest of the card, spread out. And that's my card for today. Really nice and simple, and I really enjoyed making this card. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I'll see you next time, and have a good day. See you later. Bye.